Hi, so in a similar vein to the last one, let's talk a bit about fibromyalgia. It's a fun word and a fun condition. Detect the sarcasm. I'm only recently kind of had this, I suppose, confirmed. Again, going back to what I was saying in the last one, I've kind of flitted around ideas, but this is me coming forward and saying, well, I've got this. And if anyone kind of feels like, yes, I may have issues. I did neglect in the last one to say, there are links in the description, so if you haven't already looked, there'll be some links to advice and help and stuff there, and same in this one. But, fibromyalgia is one of those that, in a way similar to BPD, is almost kind of a difficult diagnosis because people don't really sort of get the ins and outs of it in a lot of cases. With, the BPD, it's, you're just being emotionally weird, and stuff like that. Is it like a troublemaker kind of label? And fibro kind of has a little of that because really, in a way, it's kind of saying we can't find a physical cause, so this is likely. Because it's often pains that have no physical reason. If you have, say, a broken leg, it's quite clear there's a break in your bone, and that needs to set and heal. But with fibro, you might feel like your leg's on fire, like your shin's burning, or something like that. And maybe you've done a bit of a walk, a bit more than you would normally, but nothing massively strenuous, and yet it really hurts. Or waking up feeling like, you're in very late stage arthritis, where you can't seem to move out of bed. It's kind of very creaky and slow, and everything just feels like it wants to stay completely still. But you go and get checked out, say, by a rheumatologist, and there's no signs of arthritis. So it tends to be one of those where there isn't a physical cause, so it's likely this. At least that's how I've had it to me, and from things I've read, it does tend to be a fairly common kind of way of doing it. Now, there are generally there's more than one way now. The old way was the tender points, which anyone with it will know immediately, or anyone who's read up on it will know immediately. I think it's 11 of 18 potential tender points around the body. If the patient kind of goes, oh wow, or their own preferred pain expression, then that was the only tick box, if you will. Now they look at things such as sleep and general lifestyle and things like that, see if there's any factors there, because it does impact on your sleep. Think about it. If you've ever had, say, like I had once, a very, very, very bad toothache, and you can't sleep. Now, there's a toothache, either to do what you can yourself, or if it's too difficult, then obviously go and seek a dentist. But if that pain is just in your joints for no reason, what do you do? And the problem is, anti-inflammatories won't necessarily help, because they're obviously there to combat inflammation. So, as I say, sometimes, it'll get disrupted through pain and things like that. Sometimes even just getting off to sleep anyway can be a problem for a number of fibro patients. So, it's difficult, and obviously if you are having the symptoms, like I say, there are links in the description. I'm not going to rattle everything off here. But if, you do think you've got anything, even, to be fair, I think is the core message of these videos. Go and raise it with your doctor. Now, if you've got a good doctor, they'll refer you on. Or, do whatever they can. Depends on where you are, really. But if you haven't got a good doctor and you still, if you're being told, no, everything's fine, like unfortunately some are, it's one of those things. But if you do feel you've got anything, like I say, seek that second opinion. If you're not happy, you can do that in most countries. Just say, I'm not happy with this, and see someone else. Get their input. If you can afford it, get private assessment. Not everyone can, though. But also, with both of these, I think it's get the advice, get the diagnosis, get the help. But most importantly, know you. Know what's your normal. And if you do have anything suddenly come in, know that this is your new normal. Adapt it. Adopt it. Don't let things control you. Control them. And as always, till next time, take care.